Alright, let's discuss basic movement here. Crouching and walking, okay? This is the safest way to walk around the level if you're not sure what enemies around you are. And then you can walk like normal walking without crouching. And the other option is to run. You don't use that option unless you are 100% sure that nobody's in this room or nobody's in any room that can hear you, okay? Now we'll go to basic stealth killing enemies, okay? So we see an enemy here in front of us, okay? So the thing to do with these enemies is small ones. You crouch, move towards them. Try to get behind them. There are hit markers here in these characters, okay? You can hit them from the front, but it's not recommended unless you get a headshot. You go around them from the back, okay? When you hear any pulsing happening, that means that you need to stop moving. Glowing is recommended to stop moving as well, unless you're really far away. Basically, you hit them from the back. Recommended the back of the head if they're large enemies. But for this small one, you can just hit them from the back right now. And that's just gonna be it. That's how you kill small enemies.
If you notice my crosshair, the small circle in the middle of the screen, it went small and big as I looked through the enemy. That's an indication that you have a hit marker. If the circle is small, that means you have a hit marker. That means you can use your hammer to kill the enemy. If the circle is a large size, that means you cannot hammer it. You hit these charger enemies from behind.
Don't wake them. We'd be overrun in no time.
You see, I stopped charging here because I heard this guy making sound. It's just, you need to play it safe. Alright. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna double kill enemies. You're gonna hit the charger from the back and the shooter, okay? I'm gonna kill this charger here and this shooter in front of me. So to do that, you need to hit the charger from behind a full charge, because the charger's hit marker here is the weak point for the charger is his back, okay? This small one, you can hit him in the head and just double tap him to clear the room. So we're gonna do that. You're gonna sync all of them just like what Data did. We're gonna 3, 2, 1 charge and hit and double kill. And that's how you do it, guys. So I showed you how to run and how to walk and how to crouch walk, which is the safest way to move through the level. I'm going to show you a different way to go through enemies quicker, okay? You see this enemy right there? It's going to take me a while to reach him, okay? While crouching and all that. Another option is to run and keep jumping and hitting enemies while charging while running towards the enemy. By doing that, you can kill the enemy really quick without alerting him or the rest of the room. Alright, so I'm just going to do that for you guys here. So what you do is you charge and then you start running up. So basically there's something called running and jumping. Running and jumping makes less noise than running and way less noise than walking normally. So a way to kill this enemy real quick is to just go towards him, charge, and just jump and hit him. As basically run jumping. It's a skill that you can develop, and as you go on through the level, see, you can just kill as much as you can, as quick as you can, without like taking so long to kill enemies. This is here, for example. Here, there's the one there. You run, jump, and kill him. That's basic. So what we're basically gonna display two things at the same time. If you're in a busy room and you're not sure if you can kill enemies, what you can do is an option is to just charge your hammer and kill as much as you can. And also I'll show you how to run from enemies, how to run if things go down. So what basically Data showed us here is to sync them all. If you have a big room, you just sync all of the room and you get into a spot. Pick up a different position, Data. We're just gonna alert this whole room, but we're gonna kill as much as we can with hammers. So you go on the right side, kill as much as you can, and then we're just gonna kite and show him how kiting is done. Alright, so basically what you want to do is if you're in a large room with multiple enemies, what you need to do is like to sync them all. Alright, then call it 3, 2, 1 charge and hit. And you're gonna kill as much as you can as fast as possible. The room is not alerted, but we just leave a couple enemies. Leave these two, it's fine. Alright, let's show them how kiting is done. Alright, so basically with kiting, what you're trying to do, doesn't matter what guns you have, running does not, whatever you equip does not affect running. What you need to know about kiting is your cue to jump is when you hear licking. If you hear something is licking, that's your cue to jump. See? I only jump when I hear someone is licking. That's basically it. Now we can kill him. Alright, so basically for rooms, if you're gonna set up for a scan or whatever, basically if you're the mine guy, you should place the mine to the left side of the door, because if you place it to the right side of the door, you can mistakenly like open the door by mistake. So put it on the left side. You put a mine on a striker's level. If you want to kill strikers, if you're focusing on killing giants, you can put the mines higher. Put a mine higher, so we show that. So that's basically how you place mines. So if the room is kind of busy and you don't want to deal with it, you can just waste the mine if you want. It's just based on your resources. So we're just gonna pull this room here. Gonna mine the door. Door is already mined. Yeah. And they're basically, most of them are gonna die. Not all of them. Yeah, most of them. Is that burst sentries are more effective facing backwards. So if you're gonna do a scan, enemy's gonna come by. Burst sentries are more effective hitting enemies from behind. Data, can you place your auto sentry facing the burst sentry? Yep. So what Data has is an auto sentry. As you can see, it has more bullets in it. It just shoots normal enemies with bullets. And the burst sentry has less ammo, but it's more it deals more damage. Alright, we're gonna display this in a room here. I'm gonna show you how effective this strategy is. For example, let's see a busy room. Nah, it's not busy here. This should be busy. Yeah. Alright, so I'll place my burst sentry. I'll close the door. So I'll put my burst sentry here. Put your auto sentry facing the burst. Yeah. So what we basically did here is just we set up for this room. If an example, you're doing a scan and you need to do the scans and all that, you need to place your sentries in the right position. This is a good example here. The burst sentry is gonna hit them from behind. The auto sentry is gonna stagger them and not let them go through. We're gonna do that example for you guys here. And pull. They're gonna come here. You see the auto sentry is staggering them while the burst sentry is killing them. That's basically what happens. Look at that. More coming. See, he's staggered, but he's not killed quickly. That's basically how sentries work. Basic scans. Let me show you how to do basic scan. This scan here, first thing you see is a locked door. It's usually a blue door. So if you look at the door, it says warning class 2 alarm. That means it's 2 scans. The first scan is always a team scan. The second scan could be whatever. So basically what you need to learn before doing any kind of scans is to look through the map. Enemies always spawns two zones behind the scan. So this is zone number 1, this is zone number 2. So this is 2 here and this is 2 here. That means they're gonna come through here like this. They're gonna go through this door like this. So our only hold point is this door here. So what we need to do is, since Data has a sentry gun and I have a burst sentry, what we can do is I can place my burst sentry behind this door to kill the enemies. Data can place his auto sentry here facing the door to hold them off when they come. I also have a C-form grenade. And since C-foam grenade C-foams the door, it'll just buy us more time. So basically, before you do any scans, just remember that rule. This is zone number 1. This is the 0 zone. Zone number 1. Zone number 2. This is number 2 here too. So this is the area where they spawn. That's basically all you need to know. Is 0, 1, 2, 2. That's all you need to know. If you know that, you're gonna know where the enemy is gonna come from. Alright, let's place our sentries for the enemies. Since I have a burst sentry, and I previously explained it to you, that burst sentry deal more damage from behind, I'm gonna put mine facing the door backwards. That will deal a lot of damage for them from behind while they're gonna hammering the door. And that is gonna place his sentry facing forward. So remember what tools you have, whatever you pick up. A C-foam grenade is good for C-foaming the door, so I'm gonna do that. C-foaming a door will buy you more time when enemy is gonna come. And if you can place an extra mine through this door, right now we don't have a mine, but I already explained it previously, so mines should kill them all. Alright, now it's time to do the scans. Remember, the first scan is always a team scan, so let's get it going, man. That's the first team scan. Alright, so you hear the enemies coming from the west side. That's basically where they're spawning from. It's where you hear them coming from. You hear my burst sentries killing some. Let me do the scans first. The door is almost gonna break now. Alright, scans complete. And all the enemies are dead. We got a giant here. The auto sentries taking care of him. Taking care of as much as enemies as possible. Okay, it's shooting. And that's how you do a scan. If you do the scan properly, you don't need to do anything. If you do it improperly, you'll just lose a lot of health and do a lot of work. And that's how you do scans. Okay, so basically what you need to do for blood doors, these are called blood doors. If you see a door that has blood on it and it makes a sound, that means that this is a blood door. So what you basically need to know, that when you open this door, lots of enemies gonna come through. So what you can do is just C-foam the floor for precaution. Mine as maybe place two mines, one on the side, one on the door. One mine is enough for most of the time, but if you're beginning of this game, place two just for safety. So we'll place two here to make it easier for them. And basically make sure all of your teammates are ready for the door. If you need to put your sentries down, put a sentry down. But if you don't, just don't waste your ammo. Don't waste your sentry ammo. That's about it. Just pull the room, show them how it's done. Some enemies are not gonna die, but most of them will be dead. Oops. Hold on. The C-foam is just an extra precaution. You don't need to do that, but one mine is enough, as you saw. But it's just based on how much resources you want to use and how much you want to save. I'm going to show you how to kill a scout. There are two ways of killing a scout: either shooting him in the head with a sniper or C-foaming the scout. The safest way is to shoot him in the head, but the room's going to wake up. C-foaming a scout here. Do it, Bhop. Alright, he's C-foamed. You go and charge, and you kill him. That's basically how you C-foam a scout and kill him. Alright, so another way to kill the scout is by just shooting him in the head. If the room is clear, yeah, don't touch the tin. If the room is clear and there's no other enemies in the room, it's a nice way of killing the scout, the safest way. So you just line up your shot. You shoot him in the head, only the head, with the hell rifle or a sniper rifle. And that's how you do it. Room is cleared. Yeah, I don't think so too. What are our options?
Shoot it here.
To the fog?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna do it.
Watch out for the feelers.
So for this scout, I just shot it because he's in the fog. It's basically with this game, you need to see your options. Not every room is going to be the same. Not every scout kill is going to be the same. So for this kill, I just saw an opportunity with this sniper and I just took it. So basically, when looking at a scout, if you want to hammer him, you need to listen to your bio guys. Sometimes there are enemies next to the scout, which makes hammering not an option. So keep in communication with your bio tracker. Right now, what I'm seeing here is that the scout is alone in this room, and this looks like a small room from the scout movement. So we're just gonna ask Bhop. You guys gonna see Bhop's perspective on how to kill a scout. Alright, so I'm gonna open the door, Bhop. Whenever you see an option and clearing, you just go for it. This room is clear, Bhop, for you to kill the scout. So basically, when he has his tentacles out, you don't touch these tentacles, or the scout is gonna wake up. Bhop can, yeah, you can take him out. It's better to kill the scout facing forward because his head is bumpy through his front. So best way to kill a scout is wait for him to come towards you and kill him. So right now he's moving backwards. It's not a clear path to kill the scout. It's not. It could be done, but it's just not a safe way to do it. You need to wait for him to come towards you and then hammer him. So you can take your time with the scout. There's no rush in this game. This game is all about being patient.
Yep. True.
Alright, whenever you see an opening, go for it. He's going from the left side. And that's how it's done. We'll show you how Bhop did it from Bhop. Just do it whenever you feel like it. And you can just calmly charge and just kill him. And he's dead. Nice, nice, nice. Okay.
This place will be swarming in no time.
Really easy to kill a scout. You just need to wait for the right moment. If his tentacles are out and you're trying to hit him, you have like 1 second before you can kill him while the tentacles are glowing. So it's not like if you touch the tentacles, it's game over. You still have time to kill the scout. You just have to make sure you hit him in his head. The same concept goes for shadow scouts. The thing is with shadow scouts or all scouts that you can use your flashlight on them. They will not alert. They'll only let their tentacles out. If you run around them, they will not alert. They might let their tentacles out. So just be easy with scouts. It's not that they can pick up all the kind of noises or sounds. So you can use your flashlights on them as long as possible, and you can run around them as much as possible. The thing is with shadow scouts, that they're a little bit taller. When you gotta get this headshot, make sure you jump a little bit and hit them. If you're the host, they're gonna crouch for you. If you're not the host, they're just gonna stand up, and you need to jump to hit him. But for this example, hammering him as the host, he needed to crouch to kill him while he's crouching. To kill a charger scout, you can either hammer him as a team, like 2 teammates hammer him from the back, or you can C-foam him, which is normal. Or you can shoot him, but if you're gonna go shoot him, you need to shoot him in the middle of the back accurately and at the same level and same height, just as displays here. Take the shot here. There you go. So this is how you kill giant shooters. Usually giant shooters are not a big threat in this level, but just to basic kill giants is just to go behind them from the back, get the highest hit marker you can, and with your team, make sure all of your teams are behind the giant. And you call it, it's like, you call it like 3, 2, 1 charge and 3, 2, 1 hit. And you hit at the same time and he's dead. Same goes for giant strikers. Alright, stand up. 3, 2, 1 charge.
Charging.
And hit.
Same goes for hybrid.
Alright, 3, 2, 1 charge. And hit. And hit.
The trick to killing a tank is to make sure all your teammates hit him at the same time, peek him at the same time. Trust in your teammate to peek him at the same time. It's all about trust. That's how we can kill a tank. Peek him at the same time. Everybody shoot the bubbles at the same time. When killing a mother, make sure you have fog repellers. Throw fog repellers just for safety. Throw a C-foam grenade on her. If you don't have C-foam grenade, you can use C-foam launcher. Just 1.5 full charges. Shoot her from the back. As soon as she gets fully foamed, you start shooting. when dealing with the queen, as soon as she spots you, start shooting the babies, because she's gonna give birth to babies. Keep shooting the babies till she stops spawning babies, and just focus on the bubbles and just chase her through the map. You need to have fog repellers with you. Just throw fog repellers around her every single time you encounter with her, and keep shooting the babies. That's the most important thing. Shoot the babies and follow her through the map. Shoot the bubbles at her back and kill her.
Shit, man. You need to stop moving. One more. No.
Bonus tip. So this is a good example of an option where you should not stealth killing a giant, because they're too close to each other. So what you want to do is line up your guys behind a good position and just shoot them both. Since I have the sniper rifle, the Hell rifle, these rifles do penetration damage. So basically my bullet is going to go through both these giants. So alright. So since I'm lined up, it's the best option is to kill both giants. 3, 2, 1, and shoot. And they're dead. With social skills in this game, all you need to know is you need to clear comms. Sometimes when people are talking too loud in this game, you'll just ignore the pulsing movement of enemies, and you can alert the rooms. So if the more clear comms when clearing rooms stealthily, the better it will be a chance that your teammates will not alert the room. A big habit is that people keep moving while enemies are pulsing, because they cannot hear the pulse, and because someone is talking loud in chat. Another thing that you need to know is to listen to your bio guy. Your bio guy is your guide through this level. He knows how many enemies are through the level. Clear the comms for him. Make sure he tells you what to do and where to go. Take your time. Don't rush the game. If you rush the game, you're just gonna make a mistake, and you might wipe because of that mistake. So taking your time is always good playing GTFO. Ensure everyone is ready before opening doors, before clearing rooms, before starting hammering, before starting a scan, before doing anything. Ensure that your whole team is ready to do whatever required teamwork. Stick close to each other. Splitting while playing GTFO is not a good idea. If you're in a separate room and you aggro one room, enemy is going to go to the other room and wake up the room where someone is stealthing. So being in the same room is always a good idea for beginners, to ensure that if the room wakes up, all your teammates are here to help, and you can clear the room quicker while being as a team. Being as a team also increases the chance that the room will wake up, but it's just always better to stick together. Also respect everyone when playing this game. This game requires a lot of time spent together, and if the environment is not good, nobody's going to perform very well. So make sure to respect your teammates, be nice to each other, be patient, and ensure everyone is in the right mindset to play the game.